What a game here we have in the SEC Championship. Obviously, you see I'm cheering for LSU. Oh my gosh, they just threw the ball away. Let's see. Game winner. SEC, here we go. Watford, and he's not even close. No way! How does LSU lose on that? Oh my gosh, that was in and out. That was literally in and out of the basket there. Holy crap. So, what we're talking about in this video, I had no clue if I was going to be talking about LSU winning. Obviously, you see I got the LSU jersey on. I'm not an LSU fan. I'm a big South Carolina fan. I needed LSU to win this game for a pool I'm in. And since I had the jersey, I had to throw it on and cheer for them. Obviously, we got number 9, Mr. Joe Burrow, on the back of here. But holy crap, what a game that was. SEC, it just means more. So now we're talking about in this video, can Alabama do it? And by it, you know what I mean. You know what I mean by it. Immortality in the college sports world is what Alabama is going to be going for in March Madness. Starting Thursday, Alabama has a legit chance. Yes, whatever team wins the college football national championship and makes March Madness has a chance at doing this thing that only one other team has done. Only the 2006 Florida Gators with Tim Tebow at quarterback, and you have Joakim Noah on the basketball court, has gone on to win a national championship in both basketball and football. Alabama, one of the most dominant teams we've ever seen in college football history this year. Obviously, Devontae Smith winning the Heisman. You have Mac Jones, one of the best quarterbacks in the whole country. Jalen Waddle, Najee Harris, John Mechie. You got Patrick Surtain. You got Alex Leatherwood, Landon Dickerson. You have an absolutely stacked team in Alabama for football, as they usually do. But basketball, who saw Alabama basketball being this dominant except their own fan base this season? And even, I don't even know if Alabama fans even felt that their basketball team was going to be this special. Nate Oates, what a season he's had for Alabama. John Petty, an amazing season for him at Alabama. Is this a team that is ready to go on to Indianapolis and have a run for immortality in college sports? It's going to be very exciting. I honestly think I'm going to cheer for Alabama just because of that, just because I know that this is something that very rarely happens. Like the amount of times that we've seen a team win a basketball and football national championship in the same year has been once, 2006 with the Florida Gators. I want to see it happen. It's just cool to see. It's just something that you don't normally see. And I think this is a very likable Alabama team. Again, I'm wearing the LSU jersey. I'm not an LSU fan. I just have the jersey because I love Joe Burrow and I love that season with LSU there. I'm still a big Gamecocks fan, but this Alabama team, this is a very likable team. This is a team that I was cheering for LSU. I needed them to win for my pool or whatever, but this was a team that I don't feel terrible that Alabama won, because this is actually a really good team. This is a team with a lot of good guys, a lot of hardworking guys, and Nate Oates at Alabama, winning 2 SEC championships in the same year for Alabama athletics in football and basketball. First off, alone, that is pretty impressive. Not even going on a national level, just winning the SEC in both sports is pretty impressive and something that not a lot of teams do at all. So first of all, that's a huge accomplishment. We are waiting a couple hours. 6 o'clock. What time do we got right now? It is currently 3:08. Selection begins at 6 o'clock on the dot. And that's when we find out the bracket. That's when we find out what seed is Alabama going to be in this March Madness. I'm guessing it's going to be a 2. I'm guessing, if I had to make an educated guess, and if I had to put money on it, I'd say Alabama is going to be a 2 seed. I think they definitely can be a 1 seed. Lots of people don't think that Alabama is worthy of a 1 seed. I think after this performance, beating a very good LSU team, yes, LSU was only the 3 seed in the SEC. LSU is a very, very good team. You have to give a tip of the cap, or you have to give a round of applause to Watford, who played an amazing game for the LSU Tigers today. He was lights out and also smart beyond the arc. He was unbelievable, but this Alabama team, they are just a solid team shooting the ball. They're a solid team around the rim. They get the ball to the hoop, and I think that that's This is a team that puts up 80 plus points in basically all of their games. I think that that's what makes Alabama the most successful team in the SEC this season. And I'm watching the game right now. If you notice that the camera angle is different, if you've been watching my videos, I have it above my TV, so my TV is right in front of me, and I'm watching the whole celebration of Alabama right now. What a game. It was an amazing game. But again, going back to can Alabama do it? The teams in the way of Alabama doing it, you have Illinois, you're going to have Gonzaga, you're going to have Baylor, you're going to have Michigan, you're going to have, Texas just won their tournament. You're going to have, it was Georgia Tech won the ACC. There's some really good basketball teams. I think Illinois is the one that you're really going to be worried about. They're the team that you're really, really, really going to want to pay attention for because Illinois is probably the best team in the country. Gonzaga is also really good, but the lack of competition they've played this season is questionable. So Gonzaga, they're a very good team, but get them in a scenario where they have to play multiple good teams back to back to back, which Alabama has had to do. They've been in a lot of close games in this tournament. They know how to squeak out good games. So I think that's something that Alabama definitely has going for them. Another good team. Kansas, with COVID and everything, I know that there's a couple schools with COVID. Virginia could also be up there. We don't know. So let's hope that all of the teams stay healthy. Let's hope that every team that deserves to get in gets in, and we have just a clean March Madness, but it's March. The madness begins, and in the most crazy season of college basketball that we've ever had, probably because of COVID. Last year had COVID, but we didn't even get a March Madness. We've waited 2 years to get this March basketball. We've waited 2 years to have an SEC championship. It is going to be a good month of March. And I'm going to be cheering for this Alabama team because I honestly believe they could do it. This is a team that is ready to win now, ready to win a football national championship and a national championship. You got to make it to the Final Four first. You're going to be the second or first best team in your whole bracket, in your whole region. Focus on beating those teams. You're going to get a 15, 16 seed first. That should be an easy win no matter what. Obviously, you don't want to be like Virginia and lose to UMBC, but that should be an easy game. Then you go on, you're going to play your 9 or 8 seed, or you're going to play the 7 seed or 10 seed. Again, that's going to be an easier game, but the competition's going to start to lock up a bit more. I think Sweet 16 is where Alabama's really going to have to lock in and start to find their stride in Indianapolis. You know, it's hard to get into a new place. You're playing in a new environment and something that's never been done in March Madness before where you have teams grouped in one city individually. So it's going to be a whole different experience. You're going to be locked up because of COVID and everything. You can't spread the virus. Getting used to being in Indianapolis and winning there, that's what the first 2 games are going to have to be for Alabama. Getting used to the atmosphere that you're in. And then the Sweet 16 is where Alabama's really going to have to start finding their stride. When you go on, you're going to have to play, a 3 seed, probably a 3 or 4 seed in the Sweet 16. And then you're probably going to be ending up playing a 2 seed in the Elite 8. That's going on, considering that everything plays out in terms of the better team always wins, but we know it's March. That's never going to happen. So Alabama can do it. Alabama can definitely do it, but will they is something that we have to wait for late March, early April to figure out if Alabama could be the second team ever to win a college basketball and college football national championship in the same season and become probably the most dominant college football college sports, not just college football, college sports program ever. So thank you guys so much for tuning in this video. Definitely like down below. Comment anything about Alabama's run, them winning the SEC, them going on to March Madness and how you think they'll do. Subscribe definitely, and thank you for watching, and come back next time.